pomp and ceremony. It's revelry and celebration. And in the midst of it all, 22 kids from Clark County, whose culinary creations are some of the most sophisticated in the country.
It's really easy to eat like this.
Yeah, it is.
It's very nice and it's pretty too.
Skill Center culinary arts students prepared 7,500 elegant hors d'oeuvres to serve at Governor Jay Inslee's inaugural ball. In attendance, about 5,000 VIPs, all ready to party and enjoy exceptional fare. The Skill Center students were among 21 food and beverage vendors catering the event, and one of only 2 culinary arts high schools from around the state of Washington selected.
It was very tasty, and it was very attractive, and so I had to try it.
It was great.
We're the #1 culinary high school program in the nation.
But before they arrived here, they were here, kneading dough and grating cheese for artisan crackers, chopping, braising, baking, and delicately piping delicious fillings into their top-notch hors d'oeuvres. In all, there are 80 culinary arts and restaurant management students in the program. All juniors and seniors, these students come from high schools throughout Clark County to study in this nationally recognized program. The Skill Center's culinary arts program started in 1983.
Just like that, 20 minutes later, done. Okay.
Its chef instructor, Andrew McColley, was one of the program's first graduates. After a successful career in the restaurant business, McColley returned as an advisor and then instructor. His hard work and dedication brought nationwide acclaim to the program.
Chef Andrew was the drive to have it be an American Culinary Federated program. We just received an honor that we are the only high school program in the nation that received a 5-year certificate rather than just a 2-year renewal certificate. And so I think just hard work, pushing forward.
State culinary professionals have also taken notice. The Skill Center's affiliation with the Washington State Chef Society landed the program's invitation to this year's inaugural ball, where students were asked to create hors d'oeuvres using ingredients that showcase the best of Washington.
I'm not a perfectionist, but I'm only satisfied with the very best. And so that's what we try to do here, is our very best.
Since this is the 3rd time in 8 years the culinary arts program has been invited to present food at a governor's ball, they wanted to top themselves. And they did, crafting extraordinary items like wild boar chopped salad, apple crisp vanilla cones with toffee and raspberry filling, prawn and spinach salad with cranberry salsa, and smoked salmon on an artisan cracker with raspberry cream cheese. High-end foods for a premier event.
That's the level in which we teach them. We want them to go out into the industry and be industry professionals, or if they choose to go on to college, then when they go into college they already have professional skills to be successful.
The opportunity to prepare food for such a prestigious event brought out the media. Television and newspaper coverage not often seen by these students, showcasing their abilities to a much wider audience.
It's a terrific opportunity, I know, for them, but they handle it with a lot of composure, and the food looks terrific.
Well, this was a really big honor to be able to be a part of this.
I would assume that they don't just ask anyone to come and put together all the food for this event.
We have events every day, but for a big event like this, it was really awesome.
Every day, these kids are cooking. The Skill Center's restaurant, A Touch of Class, is open to the public, serving breakfast and lunch on weekdays. And even while prep for the governor's ball was going on, the restaurant management students were hustling, feeding education officials from across the state in a nearby dining room. Of the 80 students in the program, only 22 were selected to go to Olympia, and all the publicity and prep from the day before eventually gave way to a bit of anxiousness on the bus ride up to the Capitol the next day.
I want to leave the impression that we're one of the highest schools in the country for training high school students.
I think we will leave that impression.
Kind of nerve-wracking.
But once the students pulled into the Capitol grounds, there was no time for anxiety as they unloaded hundreds of pounds of food and equipment and began final preparations for the gala.
Courtney, pass me a box of tools, please.
And prepping for the event brought some unexpected challenges. Extremely tight quarters and a site change for the final display location.
When we got here, we found out that there's only 2 small 6-foot tables to prep 7,500 desserts on, and so we went ahead and grabbed let's just say we appropriated a couple other tables and put one on top of the other so we had more room to prep.
But those situations brought out an even stronger sense of teamwork in the students. Teamwork that paid off once the event began. It's the kind of teamwork and professionalism required in the real world and taught at the Skill Center.
We would not reach out to the Skills Center. We would not reach out to these young people if we had not had positive experiences from them before, if we had not seen the wonderful job that they can do.
For the students who choose to continue in culinary arts once they graduate, the Governor's Ball was just a taste of what the future has in store and what they're clearly ready to take on because of their training here and now.